you know what? I think we got the A-team here. Those guys are obviously state officials. They got their nice jackets on from the state officials there. Again, you know, Darren, the girls have to, again, seize the opportunity here, step out there and just get the job done. You know, make something happen. Be positive, make it happen.
Starting lineups being introduced as we speak. Decorah will move to our left and New Hampton to our right as we start things here in Decorah tonight. Darren Swenson, Larry Berlin running a little late, but hopefully we won't keep you too much past your bedtime tonight, Coach B.
Well, I tell you, I'm not worried about me. I hope that our very dedicated listener can stay up, keep herself going, Miss Ruth Price.
All right. Happy New Year, Ruth.
You know, Bruce Aquini is another one of our listeners, but he's probably out of the barn now. He's probably got the milking done.
Yeah, hopefully the cows are staying warm, and what is it? Arctic vortex?
Yeah, it's an Arctic vortex. That's right, and we were on the bad side of it. That's for sure. We were getting some of Santa Claus weather here. Now you can see why he wears a beard.
If I just would have thrown the razor away in November, we would have been right.
You'd have been a lot better off. That's for sure. Yep, and you know, Mr. Saucony was down here earlier showing off his legs for everybody.
Yeah.
Fresh out of wrestling practice.
Exactly. Mikey Goodwin and Caitlin Craigle will jump center. The ball is in the air, and the tap controlled by Decorah. Shelby Stahlberger brings it to the front court to our left. She dribbles to the left wing. New Hampton coming out in a person-to-person defense. Over on the right wing to Alexis Hovey. Tried to get it underneath towards Stahlberger. Ball deflected. Taken on the right baseline by Stahlberger. Now to Caitlin Craigle. A free throw line extended jump shot is no good. And in the battle for the board, the foul is going to be called, and it's going to be on Caitlin Craigle. That picks up her first and the team's first. Nice look on the first offensive set there, but unfortunately the shot didn't fall.
Yeah, you got to knock down that 10-footer.
Decorah putting the press on as Jesse Crooks dribbles up into the front court to our right. Now to Megan Fitzgerald, tried to get it underneath. Ball deflected, taken by Fitzgerald. Underneath to Carly Fitzgerald, back on the left block to Jesse Crooks, who puts it up for two.
Credit Olinger for a great play there and getting in the passing lane, but she went with one hand. She's got to grab it. This isn't volleyball.
45 seconds in, 2-0 New Hampton. Stahlberger, top of the key to Linnea Kephart. Kephart takes a couple of dribbles, goes on the left side to Alexis Hovey. Hovey guarded by Mikey Goodwin. Now to Olinger at the free throw line extended. The ball went through her hands and it's taken away by New Hampton. Up the left side of the floor goes Nicole Mulford. On the left wing to Megan Fitzgerald. Top of the key to Carly Fitzgerald. Over to Megan Fitzgerald. Try to kick it underneath. Does so to Carly Fitzgerald. On the baseline of Crooks. Put up the layup. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tess Olinger for Decorah. Now to Alexis Hovey up into the front court. 2-0 Decorah trailing. 1:20 in. Deep on the right side with it is Linnea Kephart. She dribbles to the right baseline. She retreats to the right wing. Goes top of the key to Stahlberger. Now to Hovey driving down the lane, and she gets held and fouled. They're going to call the hand check on the drive. And that foul will be on Mikey Goodwin. It'll be the first of the game on New Hampton. We're 1:32 in. Chickasaw's up 2-0. On the left wing with it is Hovey, top of the key to Kephart, right side to Stahlberger, and Stahlberger gets bumped into and fouled by Nicole Mulford, her first, team second.
And again, when they reverse the ball here, Darren, around to that weak side away from where the main action is taking place, it's wide open. It's a one-on-one take to the basket.
Kephart, top of the key to Hovey, left baseline to Stahlberger, 15-footer up, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds, last touch by Olinger, and New Hampton will play it. And Decorah will come out in a person-to-person full-court press. Jesse Crooks looks to get it inbounds, does so to Nicole Mulford. Now to Carly Fitzgerald. Up into the front court, hand pass to Mikey Goodwin, dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it to Mulford, dribbles to the free throw line, put up a shot, a brick, rebound Carly Fitzgerald, and she'll put it up and in. And a 4-0 lead for New Hampton, 2 minutes in.
That was such a bad first shot that we couldn't even rebound it, Darren, and they got, luckily, the shot right back to them.
Deep on the right side with it is Tess Olinger. Olinger, top of the key to Stahlberger. Stahlberger on the left side to Linnea Kephart. Kephart on the left wing. Takes the dribble, goes top of the key to Hovey. High on the right to Caitlin Craigle. Steps up to an 8-footer right side. Good. Caitlin Craigle gets the first pickle out of the jar for Decorah. 4-2 New Hampton, 2.5 minutes in.
Nice move there by Craigle, by the way.
Breaking the press is New Hampton. Megan Fitzgerald's pass deflected, taken on the right wing by Mulford. Top of the key to Crooks. Crooks back between the circles to Mikey Goodwin. Over on the left side of Megan Fitzgerald. Underneath at the left block to Mulford. Put up the shot, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and Decorah will play it from the far end. 5:10 mark first quarter, 4-2 New Hampton.
Got a little lucky on that one because we did not do a good job of screening out, but luckily New Hampton knocked it out of bounds.
And now New Hampton is going to press, and a foul on the press as Decorah got it in bounce to Stahlberger. The foul will go against Carly Fitzgerald, her first and the team's third.
Well, so far it's been a few stoppages here.
Kephart looking to get it in bounds, does so to Stahlberger. Stahlberger in the middle of the floor, leaves it for Kephart, dribbles across the timeline left side. Back between the circles, Shelby Stahlberger, right side to Hobie. Underneath the Kephart at the right block, caught it, but traveled.
Boy,
good look.
Good play, too. I mean, that kind of going in there, kind of, I call it a picket fence. And by golly, they got to make that play, Darren.
Mikey Goodwin with it in bounds. Now to Mulford, dribbles up the left side of the press. Mulford backs out to the left wing. A three-pointer is up, no good. Hobie got the rebound for Decorah, and she was pushed on the way out by Jessie Crooks. And New Hampton already with their fourth foul. Crooks with her first.
Yep.
4:47 to play first quarter. A 4-2 lead for New Hampton. And Kephart will inbound on the far end against a man-to-man full-court press. Kephart will look to get it in bounds. Kephart gets a three count into Hobie. Hobie catches, now passes to Stahlberger, who dribbles across the timeline right side. Her pass intercepted by Nicole Mulford, brings it up the right side. Tried to dump it off to nobody in particular, but Shelby Stahlberger got the contact, and Stahlberger with the foul. That will be her first and the team's second.
And again, we got in trouble on that last pass that was intercepted because we did not jump stop and leave ourselves an option. We were in the air and we had to pass the ball. Unfortunately, the defense got in the way and we had no option but to throw it.
Mulford is a 67% free throw shooter, and she makes the first free throw. Zidlicki and Hoyme come in for Decorah to join Hobie, Kephart, and Olinger on the floor. Catherine Hemsouth in for New Hampton. Second one coming from Mulford with 4:37 left in the first half, and the second free throw is up and good. It is 6-2 New Hampton. Hobie at three-quarter court will dribble it across the timeline. Now to Hoyme between the circles, right side to Olinger. Her pass intercepted by the long arms of Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin driving coast to coast, put it up off the glass too strong. Zidlicki the rebound for Decorah. Quick outlet to Hobie. Alexis up into the front court, drives in, put it up off the glass and in, and a foul is called on New Hampton.
And there's what we're talking about. Alexa just absolutely took care of business.
Hobie with the bucket. The foul on Mikey Goodwin will be her second at the 4:16 mark of the first quarter. Hobie will go to the free throw line with an opportunity at a three-point play. She's a 53% free throw shooter. Had a season-high 11 points, including a game-winning bucket against Charles City 3 weeks ago in the last game. First and only up and good, 6-5 New Hampton. 4:16 to play first quarter. Pass ahead to Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on the left side to Allie Gertz. Had it stripped. Taken away by Sandra Zidlicki for Decorah.
Zidlicki's made an instant impact. A rebound and a steal, Darren.
Hobie on the right side to Maria Hoyme. Maria on the right wing, right baseline to Hobie as New Hampton has switched to a zone. Skip pass over on the left side to Kephart. Back between the circles to Hoyme. Hoyme gets vocal instructions from the coaching staff to our right. Now to Stahlberger, left corner to Olinger. Olinger takes a dribble, goes back between the circles to Hobie. On the right side to Kephart, and a 3-second in a lane call on Maria Hoyme. So Decorah has turned it over for time number 5 already.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a bad negative right now, Darren.
3:40 to play first quarter, a 6-5 lead for New Hampton. Dribbling up into the front court is Jessie Crooks. 4-on-2 break for New Hampton. Left side to Allie Gertz. Gertz has an open jumper from 12. Takes it, misses it. Rebound Olinger taken out of her hands by Hemsouth. And Hemsouth was fouled on the floor by Olinger. Olinger will pick up her first personal foul. And the team's third. Olinger out, Kriegel in. Back in for New Hampton is Mikey Goodwin, as well as Megan Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Tess had really good position there. She just got to be stronger with the ball.
Right corner with it is Mikey Goodwin. A three is up and good. Mikey Goodwin with her 15th three-pointer of the season, her first bucket tonight. It's 9-5 New Hampton with 3:15 to play first quarter. Kregel, left wing, left corner to Kephart. Top of the key to Hobie. Hobie takes a couple of dribbles, goes right side to Maria Hoime. Hoime right corner to Kephart at the free throw line to Hobie. Right of the lane to Kregel. Kregel tries to make a move, had it stripped, taken away by Carly Fitzgerald for the Chickasaws. Got it Gertz up the left side of the floor. Leaves it for Goodwin, who dribbles it across the timeline. On the left side to Allie Gertz. Gertz goes in the left corner to Megan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald goes down the key to Catherine Hemsouth. An open three-pointer is no good. Rebound taken Maria Hoime for Decorah. Hoime up the right side of the floor. Hoime lobs it underneath to Hobie at the left block. Hobie's going to take it after a dribble, put it up and in, and a foul is called on New Hampton. So Alexis Hobie with 5 points. And the foul will go against Allie Gertz, her first and the team's sixth. And Coach Storhoff going to take a 30-second timeout here with 2:32 to play first quarter. It is a 9-7 lead for New Hampton. So Alexis Hobie with 5 of the 7 points to this point. Decorah so far shooting 3 of 5 from the floor, and basically when they're not turning it over, they're putting the ball in the hoop there, Coach.
They look really good. And, the other thing I'd like to see here is Alexis Hobie right now, they have a problem guarding her. They don't know exactly what to do with her. I think the team needs to find her, keep getting the ball in their hands, and then when that happens, something else is going to open up. But Kregel had a great play there. She got the ball in deep. She had about a 6-foot shot. Didn't take it. And she turned around with the ball down by her knees, and the girl stole it from her. She's got to learn, if she's going to turn around, keep the ball above her head. Who's going to touch it up there? There's nobody up there at that altitude.
Hobie with the opportunity at the hat trick. First and only up and good. She's got 6 already. And it is a 9-8 lead for New Hampton. In the backcourt, Mikey Goodwin against the pressure, passes it to Fitzgerald, gets it across the timeline. Right side to Catherine Hemsouth. Hemsouth driving right baseline, cut off by Zidlicki. Kicks it back to Carly Fitzgerald. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound down to Zidlicki for Decorah. Outlet left to Stolber, went through her hands and out of bounds at the Decorah bench. So, New Hampton will play it inbounds.
Well, and again, there's a situation where she was going to go before she had the ball.
2:15 to play first quarter, a 9-8 lead for New Hampton. On the right wing with it is Allie Gertz. Gertz takes a dribble, bounce pass underneath to Megan Fitzgerald at the right block. Between defenders, puts it up and in.
I don't know how she got it up there, but she did.
All 5 Chickasaw starters have scored now. It's 11-8 New Hampton. 1:57 to play first quarter. On the left side with it, Stahlberger, left short corner at Hoime, put it up and in. First bench points of the night for either squad, Maria Hoime.
And that's a good dead spot in that zone attack right there. She can knock that down.
11-8 New Hampton. 100 seconds to play first quarter, and a travel is called on Carly Fitzgerald. Good defense by Hoime and Kregel to force the turnover.
Yeah, and there was some good pressure there in this full court. It's bothering New Hampton a little bit, Darren.
Halftime over in the boys' game. New Hampton leading Decorah 34-17.
Ooh, that's almost twice as many points.
In fact, it is twice as many points. Right short corner with it is Hoime. On the right wing to Stahlberger. Left side to Hobie. Hobie put up the shot. No good. And a foul is going to be called on New Hampton.
There's that backside, that weak side away from there. Was a good skip pass. And again, Alexis took advantage of that. Let's have her knock these free throws down.
She's 2 for 2 at the line and already has 6 points. The foul was on Megan Fitzgerald, her first, and the team's 7th already. So Hobie's first free throw is up and good.
She's feeling like she could be a franchise player here after that game-winning shot that she had. And I guess that was quite a shot.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting play to win the ball game for us.
That was in the last game 3 weeks ago tonight.
Mm-hmm. That was almost a year ago, Darren.
In fact, it was last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Second free throw up and good. Decorah has their first lead at 12-11.
How time flies.
1:27 to play first quarter. Against the pressure, New Hampton with it inbounds. Nicole Mulford pass intercepted by Hoime. She put it up, no good, and got fouled from behind by Jessie Crooks, who gets her second foul and the team's 8th. So Maria Hoime will go to the line to shoot a couple. Decorah looking to extend on its 12-11 lead with 1:23 to play first quarter.
Yeah, and Maria Hoime showing a nice left hand there.
First free throw up and good for Hoime, who was 4 of 9 at the line coming into that shot this season. 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Second one coming for Maria is up and good. 4 points for Hoime off the bench, 14-11. New Hampton with the lead, a 6-0 run for Decorah. In the backcourt, still with it is Crooks. Dribbles across the timeline. Crooks double-teamed. Hand pass now to Nicole Mulford. Dribbles between the circles against Hoime. Dribbles to the free throw line. Takes a jump shot. No good. Rebound taken in the lane there by Hemsouth. And Hemsouth double-dribbled with it as she was in between passing it and taking the turnaround shot.
Yep.
So New Hampton has turned it over 4 times now.
Yep, that's right.
1 minute left here in the quarter. Decorah ball shooting to our left up 3, 14-11. Stahlberger right of the key. Stahlberger top of the key to Linnea Kephart. Kephart takes a dribble, goes nowhere, passes it to Kriegel, high post right, dribbles right of the lane, takes an 8-footer.
There you go. Good. And that's what she needed to do the last time. She got a good shot. Take that, son of a gun.
Kriegel with 4. It's 16-11 Decorah. 38 seconds to play first quarter. Up the left side of the floor is Sydney Bogie. Bogie on the left wing to Mulford. Mulford top of the key to Hemsouth. Right side to Crooks. Right corner to Bogie. Lost control of the ball. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stahlberger. Looks like the Vikes have switched to a 2-3 after starting out man-to-man. 23.9 to play first quarter. 16-11 Decorah.
Big possession right here, Darren.
Inbounds it comes to Goodwin. Goodwin with the basketball in between the circles. Right side to Mulford. Back to Goodwin with 16 seconds. We'll see if New Hampton plays for one here. Mulford and Goodwin playing catch. Left wing to center of the floor. Over on the left side to Gertz. Gertz now to Mulford. Left side to Gertz. Back to Mulford. Top of the key. Three-pointer is up. It's no good. Kriegel got the rebound. 2 seconds. Now out to Kephart. And Kephart will take a long one. That wouldn't have counted anyway. It is 16-11. Decorah leads it after 1. We'll take time out and be back with more after this. 16-11. Decorah leads it after 1. So far, Decorah in the midst of an 8-0 run. And Decorah, who has struggled to get to the free throw line in a lot of games here in the early portion of the schedule, has been there 6 times and has made all 6 attempts to this point. I guess what we're saying, executing the end result might not always be there, but what they're doing on the offensive end looks pretty crisp right now.
Absolutely, Darren. And the difference here is they're attacking. New Hampton had the lead on us, Darren, and luckily for us, they made a miscalculation here, and they've started to shoot the 3-ball. In fact, they've shot 4 or 5 3-balls in a row instead of taking a good 2-point look because they were hurting us with that, Darren.
New Hampton ball to start the second quarter, shooting to our right, Mikey Goodwin. On the left wing to Nicole Mulford. Top of the key to Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald holding and looking against Stahlberger over on the left side to Allie Gertz. Gertz going to take a 3-pointer up and good. Gertz with the first bench points for New Hampton. It's 16-14 Decorah. Hobie up into the front court to our left. Hobie deep on the left side to Kephart. Kephart attacks the left side, put up the shot, no good, and they're going to rule a travel beforehand.
Yep, that's a good call. Tell you, things don't get by Mr. Griffith here very often.
Nicole Mulford will look to get it inbounds. Mulford gets a 3 count against the pressure, dumps it in near half court to Megan Fitzgerald, kicks it now to Carly Fitzgerald, who had it knocked away and got it back. Allie Gertz lob pass underneath to Megan Fitzgerald, right block, puts it up and in on Stahlberger, and a foul is called. Megan Fitzgerald with a nice turnaround down low. Stahlberger will get the whistle, her second and the team's 4th.
That's only about the second time that they've broken our full court press, Darren. So far we're ahead on that.
First and only up and good for Megan Fitzgerald. It's 17-16 New Hampton, who has scored the first 6 points of the second quarter after Decorah went on a 6-0 run to take the 16-11 lead after 1 quarter of play.
Let's hope that Decorah doesn't continue to show this on a quarter, off a quarter.
Kephart up into the front court to Hobie, getting vocal instructions from Coach Storhoff to our right. Now to Stahlberger between the circles on the left side to Olinger. Tess will take a couple of dribbles, goes back between the circles, pass deflected. Olinger got it back deep on the left side, back to Kephart. Kephart works it between the wheels on the dribble, picks up her dribble, goes left wing to Hobie. Hobie on the left wing, guarded closely by Mikey Goodwin, back between the circles to Kephart. Kephart holding and looking. Kephart leaves it for Stahlberger, splits defenders underneath the Olinger right block, put it up, shot block, and a foul is called.
There's a nice look. Penetration there against that zone. Right now, they're really, New Hampton is playing very aggressively on that press, half-court press. I would love to see some backdoor cuts here.
I think that's what Coach Storhoff is telling her team right in front of us as Olinger misses the first free throw. She's a 63%er on the season. Second one in play with 6:45 to play second quarter. New Hampton up 17-16 to this point. Olinger will have another, and the second one is no good as well. Rebound pinballed around. Loose ball taken top of the key by Kephart. Now to Hobie on the left wing. Now to Stahlberger driving left baseline. Puts it up and in. Shelby with her first two.
Cardinal send. Don't let anybody drive the baseline.
18-17 the score. And Fitzgerald was trapped right in front of Scott Hoagland. Played it off the knee of Alexis Hobie. New Hampton will get a restart. Front of Coach Hoagland on the bench to our left. Inbounds it comes to Mulford. Mulford being pecked on in the backcourt. And a foul is called as Mulford passed the ball. They're going to get Alexis Hobie. That will be her first personal foul and the team's fifth. 6:25 to play second quarter. Decorah up 18-17. Jesse Crooks looking to get it inbounds. Does so to Nicole Mulford, still in the backcourt. Now to Crooks. Dribbles it across the timeline. Dribbles it off the foot of Stahlberger. And it will go out of bounds, basically right to our left in front of the scorer's table.
Yeah, we're lucky there. Stahlberger should have had a foul there, Darren.
Crooks tried to get it inbounds, and the ball deflected out of bounds, and New Hampton will play it once again.
It's playing with fire right now, Darren.
So for about the fifth time in a row, New Hampton getting inbounded on the near sideline. Crooks inbounds it right in front of us. Now to Mulford. Mulford dribbles up into the front court. Bounce pass on the right side to Gertz. Gertz back between the circles to Mulford, left side to Crooks. Crooks retreats back to Mulford between the circles. Goes left side to Carly Fitzgerald. She retreats to the midcourt area. Goes on the right side to Hemsouth, right corner to Mulford. Mulford driving right baseline on Stahlberger, and Stahlberger going to get caught with her hand in the cookie jar, and she'll pick up her third personal foul now with 5:58 to play here in the second quarter.
And that's all.
Actually, that's her second.
Second, I think, Darren.
Yep, that's what the board has. So 30-second timeout is asked for, I believe, by New Hampton. Yes, 5:58 to play second quarter. It is 18-17 the score.
Well, you know, I was going to say here, too, at the end of that first quarter, Darren, the action has been so fast and furious. Decorah, believe it or not, was shooting a balmy 70%. I'd take 70 degrees today, in fact. And on the other hand, New Hampton was more what we've been used to around here, 36%.
I'd take 36 degrees today,
over
too.
What we had, yeah. Anyway, you know, Darren, we've just got to do a little bit better job here of executing our offense, because it would be, we did a good job when we do that. Take our time.
New Hampton with it inbounds. Crooks had it. Sit right block. Puts up a wild shot. No good. New Hampton got the board. It was Hemsouth who got it. Kicks it now between the circles to Mulford, who retreats in the midcourt area. Steps up to a 12-footer. It's no good. Rebound knocked around. Taken left of the lane by New Hampton. It was Gertz out to Goodwin, and her shot a brick. Rebound taken Mulford. Top of the key. Left side to Gertz. Gertz skips it over to Hemsouth. Right side. Leaves it for Goodwin. Down the lane. Kicks it along the baseline. Then a driving layup is up and good by Crooks.
That was 5 opportunities, Darren. We can't allow that.
Crooks with their second bucket. It's 19-18 New Hampton. 5:18 to play second quarter. Stahlberger with the basketball between the circles. Left side to Alexis Hobie. Hobie on the left wing. Hobie will take a couple of dribbles back between the circles to Kephart. Kephart on the left side to Hobie. Hobie on the left wing, high on the left to Olinger, backs in, kicks it to Stahlberger between the circles, left side to Hobie. Hobie driving towards the left baseline, driving left to the lane, had a strip, taken by Stahlberger, left wing. Stahlberger drives left to the lane, takes a 5-footer, no good. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton. It was Carly Fitzgerald who got it. And a timeout is asked for by New Hampton, as I think Coach Hoagland will take a 30-second timeout. He saw his player was trapped along the baseline, and he wanted to avoid a potential turnover there. He will take his second 30-second timeout with 4:47 to play second quarter. A 19-18 game.
You know, I have to ask you here, Darren, while we got a down moment. Speaking of college basketball, of course, that affects what happens here as well. What do you think about this new enforcement of hand checking and pulling the games a little closer, you might call it?
Well, whether it's still going to happen in March, I have my doubts.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I think. The officials that are going to be refereeing those games are not going to be the ones that are calling these hand checks.
Inbounds it comes to Nicole Mulford, and Mulford throws it to the scorer's table bench, but it was deflected out of bounds by Decorah. So 4:45 to play second quarter. And Crooks will inbound it at the half-court line. Line pass into Carly Fitzgerald between the circles, back to Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin with the basketball between the circles. Left side to Nicole Mulford. Mulford top of the key to Crooks. Crooks had it knocked away. Got it back high on the left to Megan Fitzgerald. Right side, Mikey Goodwin. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound knocked around and taken by Sandra Zidlicki for Decorah. Outlet left to Alexis Hobie. Hobie up into the front court. Dribbles to the top of the key. Still on the dribble. Right side to Kephart. Lob pass to Zidlicki. Right block. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Got it back. Put it up. No good. Kriegel put it up and got fouled.
Oh, boy, what a nice give and go there, Darren. Good roll to the basket. We just got to put her in the hoop.
Jessie Crooks picks up her third personal, and that will be the 10th on New Hampton with 4:11 to play second quarter. And Kriegel will go to the free throw line. She's got 4 points. She's a 36% free throw shooter. First free throw is no good.
36%. Now, we got to get that better, Darren.
And Decorah has a team 50%. New Hampton has a team 55%. Coming in. Second free throw is up and good. 5 points for Kriegel, and we're tied at 19. 4:10 to play second quarter. Inbounds pass. Kriegel saves it inbounds on the steal. Dumps it to Hobie. Lays it up and in. 10 points for Alexis Hobie. 21-19 Decorah. Up into the front court comes New Hampton. Carly Fitzgerald had it knocked out of bounds off the hands of Maria Hoyme.
Yeah, it's good hustle there. But, boy, I tell you what, Kriegel's had a good first half.
Good hustle play, creating the assist to Hobie there. Bounce pass in the right corner to Carly Fitzgerald. Three-pointer air ball. Rebound pulled down by Gertz on the weak side. Kicks it in the left corner to Mikey Goodwin. Retreats to the midcourt area. Left side of Gertz underneath the Goodwin. Left block. Put up the shot. No good. Rebound down to Kriegel, but she couldn't handle the board. It goes out of bounds, and New Hampton will play it with 3:45 to play second quarter. 21-19 Decorah.
That's too bad. She was right there where she needed to be.
Inbounds it comes, Jessie Crooks. Crooks tried to get it inbounds, does so to Megan Fitzgerald. At the free throw line to Carly Fitzgerald. Left side to Gertz. Gertz now to Mulford. Left baseline to Crooks. Layup no good. Rebound pulled down by Kriegel for Decorah. Now to Hoyme up into the front court. Hoyme dribbling around midcourt area. Right side of Kephart. Lob pass underneath to Zidlicki, and she overshot her and goes out of bounds.
Just a little more air under that. Doesn't have to be quite as much on the line. Up in the air, because nobody's going to go up there and get it away from her.
3:25 to play second quarter. 21-19 Decorah. New Hampton ball pressured in their backcourt. Kephart had to knock it away, but it's taken by Carly Fitzgerald, still in the backcourt. Kicks it now to Mulford across the timeline. Mulford right corner to Gertz. Skip pass over on the left side for a wild shot put up by Fitzgerald. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kriegel. Kriegel now to Kephart. 3:05 left in the first half. Decorah ball leading by 2. Hoyme tried to get it to Kriegel. Her pass intercepted by Jessie Crooks. Crooks now to Carly Fitzgerald. Dribbles up into the front court for the Chickasaws. On the right side to Nicole Mulford. Mulford driving right baseline. Cut off there by Zidlicki and forces the travel.
She didn't cut it off. She absolutely stopped it. in the tracks. I love it.
30-second timeout asked for by Coach Storhoff. 2:48 to play second quarter. It's a 21-19 lead for Decorah. We've seen a lot of good things both ways. We've seen a lot of first game of a new year things both ways here so far in the first half. Fair way to put it, Coach B?
Nope, you got her on the head there, big guy. You could be a carpenter the way you nail things. I want to say one thing here about Decorah. They're hustling. I mean, they're going up and down the floor. This full court press that they have employed, kind of I would call it a 1-2-2, has really caused some problems for New Hampton. Not so much that we've stolen the ball a lot, but what we've done is we've put them into a pace that they don't want to play at. That's my determination.
And inbounds, looking to inbound, it will be Hoyme, and her pass inbounds is knocked out of bounds by Allie Gertz. 2:47 to play second quarter, 21-19 Decorah.
There's that bogus rule where the officials just lay the ball on the floor if you're not out there to answer the bell.
Inbounds it comes to Hobie. Hobie up the right side of the floor. Hobie stops the free throw line, kicks it back to Hoyme between the circles. Hoyme with the basketball, right side to Kriegel. Kriegel on the right wing looking for some movement in the offense. Stavity to Kephart, left side to Hoyme. Hoyme. Lob pass underneath over the head of Kriegel, and it's taken away by Megan Fitzgerald. Megan Fitzgerald's pass outlet to Crooks, and Crooks fell down with the basketball, causing a travel call.
Boy, I tell you what, New Hampton's helping us here right now, Darren. We got to take advantage.
21-19 Decorah. 2:22 to play till halftime. Alexis Hobie will look to get it in, bounce far sideline, high on the right to Kriegel. Back to Hobie, lob pass underneath the Zidlicki, right block. Put it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fitzgerald. Jesse Crooks brings it up into the front court for New Hampton. Spins away from a defender to the top of the key. Dribbles to the right of the key. Goes on the left side of Carly Fitzgerald. Left side to Mulford. Lob pass underneath the Crooks. Right block. Put it up. No good. Rebound pinballed around. Taken by Crooks. Goes up and gets fouled by Kriegel. Kriegel picks up her second and the team's seventh. So free throws for the final 1:57 of the half for New Hampton. Crooks will go to the line to shoot two. She's a 42%er, and the first free throw up and good.
And right now, New Hampton is getting just too many second and third opportunities here, Darren.
That rebounding total right now, Decorah has the advantage, but as the second free throw no good, rebound Olinger, outlet to Hoyme. Hoyme spins it up the left side of the floor. Hoyme dribbles across the timeline, veers to the center of the floor. Goes on the right side, Linnea Kephart, right corner to Tess Olinger. Olinger takes the dribble to the right wing, top of the key to Hobie. Left side to Kephart, bounce pass underneath the Olinger, left block, put it up, no good, foul called on New Hampton. Nicole Mulford picks up her second personal foul. Olinger will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Another case in that offensive sequence, it looked like. I think the girls know where to go and know where they're just a little slow in getting to where they need to be because, and we talked about it, first game of the year, you're going to lack that crispness at game speed.
You're right, Darren, and game speed is the big one here. We've shown signs of game speed, but then we've gone into this kind of a neutral, and there's another situation, too, where you get that great pass inside like that. You got to really bear down and knock that ball into the hoop, get a three-point play.
Olinger makes both free throws, 23-20 Decorah, 1:36 to play till halftime. Lob pass inbounds to Sydney Bogie. Bogie across the timeline, had it stripped by Hoyme, taken away by Hobie. Ahead to Olinger, pass too tall for her. She saves it inbounds to Hoyme. Now to Hobie. Hobie on the left side of Kephart, left corner to Olinger. Olinger lob pass underneath, deflected, taken at the left block by Hobie. Tied up on the play by Mulford. Alternating possession will go to Decorah.
I've often wondered now, that's a tie-up. We did not lose the ball, but we lost the arrow. Is that a turnover?
Well, depends on who you ask. I trust your judgment. Driving left side is Olinger. Top of the key to Hoyme. Hoyme left side to Olinger. Tess takes a couple of dribbles back between the circles to Kephart, right side to Hoyme. Hoyme on the right wing with a minute left here in the second quarter. Top of the key to Kephart, left side to Hobie. Hobie kicks it in the lane to Hoyme, and Hoyme traveled with it after trying to make a move in the lane.
Good idea. That's 11th turnover on Decorah. Probably a couple more than what we'd like to have.
But for a first half, and based on what you're averaging, hasn't been terrible either. Here's Gertz. Now to Hemsouth. Right baseline to Boji. 15-footer is an air ball long. Rebound run down in the corner there by Goodwin. Goodwin on the left wing to Fitzgerald. Back between the circles to Hemsouth. Right side to Boji. Boji dribbles to the free throw line. Gets a tie up from Hovey. Alternating possession will go to New Hampton. 35.3 to play first half. 23-20. Decorah with the advantage. On the right side, Catherine Hemsouth. Hemsouth pass taken away by Kephart for Decorah. Linnea up into the front court. Linnea on the right side to Hoyme. The free throw line to Zidlicki. Back between the circles to Hovey. 20 seconds left in the half. Right side to Olinger. She'll retreat to the midcourt area. 14 seconds to Kephart. Left side to Hoyme. Back between the circles to Kephart. Left side to Hoyme. Hoyme to Hovey left corner. Skips it over to Kephart. 3 seconds. Kephart driving right lane. Put up a shot from 15. No good. Horn sounds. Half over. Decorah will go off leading here at the halftime break by 23-20 margin. Back with first half totals after this. Welcome back to Decorah, everybody. Reminder coming up tomorrow night, we're going to have college basketball here on AM 1240 KDEC. The Luther College Norse will open up Iowa Conference play at Pella to take on Central Dutch. Women's game at 6 and the men's game at 8. And Thursday night we'll have Decorah Viking Wrestling at Walk-On. Viking Wrestlers at Walk-On taking on Walk-On in Charles City starting about 7 o'clock. And then Friday night girls basketball at Cresco. So the fun and the insanity of January has begun, my friend, Coach B.
Well, you know what? I'm excited to be part of that. I mean, I don't know how a man of your stature is able to continually do that week in and week out.
I'm not as young as I used to be. I figured that one out. So
you're still an amazing young man.
Stop it. You're making me blush. Decorah ball to start the second half. Kephart, Hovey, Stahlberger, Kriegel, and Olinger. Olinger underneath the Kriegel. Right block. Puts it up and in.
That's been there all night, and that time we executed it perfectly.
Kriegel with 7, 25-20 the score. Law pass underneath. Megan Fitzgerald puts it up from the left block. No good. Rebound caromed around. Taken by Crooks. Lost it. Taken away by Hovey. Alexis up the right side of the floor. Goes to the right block. Put it up off the glass. Too strong. Olinger got the board. Put it up too strong. Rebound taken by New Hampton. Along the baseline it was Mikey Goodwin who got it. Goodwin along the left baseline to Nicole Mulford, and Mulford traveled with it. So 7:23 to play third quarter. 25-20 Decorah on top.
There was that 10th turnover by New Hampton. Again, trying to go a little bit quicker than they wanted to.
And Decorah has turned it over 11 times in the first half.
And New Hampton's fallen out of their full court pressure here. Playing what are they playing here? Man-to-man, aren't they?
Looks that way. Hovey on the left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger underneath the Olinger left block. Put it up off the glass too strong. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton. It was Mulford who got it. Mulford in the backcourt leaves it to Carly Fitzgerald on the left side of Mikey Goodwin. Three-pointer up. It's no good. Rebound tapped around. Fought for underneath. Taken by Megan Fitzgerald. Put it up. Short-armed it. Rebound taken down by Carly Fitzgerald. She had it blocked. Taken away by Olinger. Now to Stahlberger quickly up the right side of the floor. She'll lay it up and in.
And there was a good athletic play by Stahlberger. Had not a real good angle, but really made it look easy.
Decorah with the first 4 in the second half. They lead at 27-20. 6:33 to play third quarter. Back between the circles, Mikey Goodwin. Decorah has dropped into his own. Right side to Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald bounce pass top of the key to Megan Fitzgerald. Underneath with the left block to Carly Fitzgerald. Put it up on Kephart. Had it blocked. Rebound pulled down by Kephart. Or by Kriegel, who leaves it to Kephart. Out of Hovey between the circles. Hovey on the right side to Olinger. Olinger right corner to Stahlberger. Back to Olinger right wing. Top of the key to Hovey. Left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger had a bounce pass underneath that was deflected. Taken by Olinger. Back to Stahlberger. Reset to Hovey. Hovey now to Olinger. Lob pass along the baseline to Kephart. And the ball ends up in a tie-up between Kephart and Carly Fitzgerald. Alternating possession will go to New Hampton. 5:52 to play third quarter. 27-20 Decorah on top.
Decorah's come out and played a really good third quarter here so far, Darren.
Inbounds it comes to Jesse Crooks. Crooks dribbles it across the timeline. On the left side to Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin retreats to the midcourt area, guarded by Hobie. Picks up her dribble, goes on the left side of Crooks. Around a double pick to the top of the key. Hand pass now to Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald left side, Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin on Kriegel, driving to the left baseline. Takes it from 10 and scores. Mikey Goodwin now with 5. It's 27-22 Decorah. 5:25 to play in the third. Hobie with it across the timeline. Out of Olinger on the right wing. Olinger back to Hobie, retreating to the midcourt area. She's guarded by Fitzgerald in the zone defense. To Kriegel, left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger left baseline to Kephart. Kephart's pass deflected, knocked out of bounds. Decorah will keep it far corner. 5:04 to play here in the third. It's 27-22 Decorah. Stahlberger will look to get it inbounds on the far side. Does so to Olinger. Out of Stahlberger on the left wing, back between the circles to Kephart. Kephart to Olinger left side. Left wing to Stahlberger, splits defenders in the lane. Lob pass towards Kriegel, intercepted by Mulford for New Hampton. Mulford picks up her dribble in the backcourt. Her pass intercepted by Olinger. Test drives in, lays it up around the rim. It does not fall. Rebound knocked out of bounds off the hands of Hobie. It's off the hands of New Hampton. And Decorah will keep it.
Boy, I tell you what, Olinger has missed 3 bunnies. I mean, she's trying, but she's got to make them babies.
4:41 to play here in the third. 27-22 Decorah. New Hampton boys have 159-44 on Decorah. Top of the key with it is Hobie. Hobie, now to Kriegel left side. Left wing to Stahlberger. Stahlberger, bounce pass left baseline to Kephart. Back to Stahlberger on the left wing. High on the left to Kriegel. A turnaround shot from the free throw line, and she got it.
I like that.
9 points for Kriegel. 29-22 Decorah. 4:13 to play here in the third. On the right side with it is Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin retreats to the midcourt area. Goodwin on the left side of Nicole Mulford. Mulford driving to the right side, bumped into by Stahlberger, and a foul is called. And Shelby Stahlberger will pick up her 4th personal foul with 4 minutes to play here in the third.
That's probably not good, Darren.
She had to sit out quite a bit in that second quarter after picking up her 3rd personal foul.
And she's an aggressive player.
Trying to meet the foul record set by her older brothers.
Not a chance.
Mikey Goodwin, right wing, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Caitlin Kriegel. Now to Maria Hoyme, who dribbles up into the front court. Likes playing without Taylor Schurring, who is out with a strep throat tonight. With it in the left corner is Hobie, and a foul away from the ball on New Hampton. This will be New Hampton's first foul in the second half, and Megan Fitzgerald will pick up her 3rd with 3:36 to play in the third. 29-22 the score. Again, New Hampton boys have defeated Decorah 59-44. Deflected pass goes right corner to Hobie. High on the right to Hoyme. Steps up, 5-footer up and good.
Look for that soft spot, that Oriole spot in that zone, and it worked beautifully.
31-22, Decorah up 9. Here's a pass ahead to Mikey Goodwin. New Hampton now has a 3-on-1. Goodwin all the way down, lays it up and in. Goodwin with 7 and all 4 in the second half for New Hampton. 31-24, New Hampton trails by 7 with 3:05 to play here in the third. Hoyme spinning to the right baseline, drives all the way to the block, draws the foul on Nicole Mulford, who will pick up her 3rd. And the team's 2nd. So 2 shots coming for Maria Hoyme, who is 2 for 2 at the line and has 6 points.
Needs to knock these down, Darren.
Throw up, no good. Decorah 9 of 13 at the line tonight. New Hampton 4 of 5. So Decorah leading in the quantity. New Hampton a slight edge in the quality tonight from the line. Second free throw up around the rim and good. Hoyme with 7. 32-24. Decorah up 8. 3 minutes to play here in the third. On the right side with it is Crooks. Crooks trying to run down the pass on the right sideline and couldn't do it. A turnover on the press. And New Hampton now has committed 12 on the night.
This press has worked wonders for Decorah.
Kephart Spinning away from the defender, midcourt area, high on the right to Kriegel. Kriegel. Bounce pass deep on the left side, deflected, run down by Kephart. Kephart leaves it for Kriegel between the circles, hand pass. Now to Maria Hoyme, guarded tightly there by Fitzgerald, and a timeout is asked for by Bridget Storhoff. 2:37 to play here in the third quarter, and it will be a full one. 32-24 Decorah, and let's take a break as well. 2:27 to play here in the third quarter. 2:37 to play here in the third quarter. Decorah leading New Hampton 32-24. Vikes led 16-11 at the end of the first quarter and 23-20 at the halftime break. Coach Storhoff brought it up in the pregame interview. She talked about her team being a more confident bunch, and I think we're seeing that out on the floor tonight, Coach B.
Absolutely. They're playing with a kind of a game plan, if you will, and they're sticking with it. Keep the ball moving, work it around, pressure hard on defense, see what you can do.
Hoyme, hand pass to Alexis Hovey, and Hovey was standing out of bounds as she got the hand pass. And this crew has put the ball down and wanted to hurry teams out of timeouts about 3 or 4 times. It's not like either team, quite frankly, is stalling to get to the basketball. And frankly, I like these guys, but I haven't liked that tonight, to be honest.
No, that's a bogus play.
With the basketball midcourt area, Nicole Mulford. Mulford skips it over on the left side of Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald splitting defenders in the lane, now stops, and she double dribbled with it, or was there a kick?
Ball was kicked.
A kicking violation was called, so New Hampton will play at baseline right in the front court to our left, trailing by 8 with 2:15 to play in the third. Lob pass inbounds to Catherine Hemsath. Deep on the right side of Nicole Mulford. Mulford on the right wing, driving to the baseline. Kicks it on the left side to Carly Fitzgerald. A free throw line jump shot is no good. Rebound down to Sandra Zidlicki for Decorah. And pass now to Maria Hoyme. Hoyme with it across the timeline. Hoyme on the left wing to Kephart. Lob pass underneath to Zidlicki. Left block, put it up, no good. Kriegel the rebound, put it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mulford for New Hampton. Tied up by Hoyme. Alternating possession for Decorah.
We just got to make those bunnies.
108 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 32-24. Execution's been pretty good, but the finishes got to get better.
It's almost like the PETA people are here. We don't want to shoot those bunnies.
Inbounds it comes. Ball knocked away, taken away by Mulford. Mulford passes across the timeline to Hemsath. Hemsath along the baseline to Crooks, and Crooks is run into and fouled by Sandra Zidlicki.
Again,
Sandra will pick up personal number 1, team foul number 2 here in the second half.
If we'd have made half of those little gimmies in the inside there, Darren, we'd be up by 10 right now.
And even with that, Decorah shooting darn near 50%.
I know. Gee whiz.
11 for 23. Crooks will look to get it inbounds. Crooks inbounds to Megan Fitzgerald on the right block, puts it up and in. Megan Fitzgerald with 7. Lead is 6 for Decorah, 32-26 with a minute 26 to play. Third quarter pass inbounds, intercepted by Fitzgerald. Now to Crooks, her pass underneath, taken away by Kephart, tied up by Crooks. Alternating possession will go to New Hampton. Olinger will come in. Zidlicki will come out for Decorah. And at 21 to play here in the third. Crooks will look to get the basketball inbounds. Does so to Mikey Goodwin on the left wing. Goodwin back to Crooks, left baseline, 18-footer long. Rebound pulled down by Megan Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald puts it up and in. Fitzgerald with 9, the lead cut to 4, 32-28. Decorah up 4 with a minute 5 to play here in the third. Kephart left side to Olinger. Olinger now to Kephart between the circles to Hoyme. Hoyme retreats to the midcourt area. Hoyme with 54 seconds left in the quarter. Hand pass to Kephart, left side to Olinger. Lob pass to Hoyme underneath, and the ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Hoyme. And Decorah turns it over for their third straight trip.
That was an ill-advised pass. I mean, there was absolutely nowhere she was going to go with it. You don't want to get your teammate in trouble.
49.2 to play here in the third quarter. A 3 count, a 4 count. Lob pass inbounds to Catherine Hemsath. Hemsath quickly ahead on the right side to Megan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on the right wing to Goodwin. Left side to Fitzgerald. Underneath at the left block to Hemsath. Put up the shot, no good. Second time up and good. And the shot was made by Mulford. Mulford with 4, and the lead now 32-30 with 27 seconds to play in the third. Hoyme dribbles it across the timeline. Hoyme up into the front court. Hoyme drives all the way down, puts it on the floor and lost it. It's taken away by Fitzgerald. Now to Mulford. Mulford had it knocked away, and a foul is called on Hovey. Hovey picks up her second and the team's third. 11 seconds to play in the third quarter. New Hampton in the midst of a 6-0 run. They've taken an 8-point deficit and cut it to 2. Wow, pass inbounds to Carly Fitzgerald. Left baseline to Nicole Mulford. A 15-footer is up, no good. Rebound down to Ollinger, 4 seconds. Now to Kephart. Kephart up the left side of the floor. Leaves it to Hoyme. Put up the shot, no good. Horn sounds. The quarter comes to an end. And Decorah will go off leading by 2 as we go to the fourth. 32-30. Decorah on top. We'll take a timeout and be back with the fourth quarter after this. 2-point lead for Decorah as we go to the fourth quarter, 32-30. New Hampton on a nice run to start or to end that third quarter of play. You knew a run was coming from New Hampton. Unfortunately, Decorah didn't weather it very well.
Well, again, it started there because we missed a couple of pretty easy shots. Then we got a little sloppy with a couple of passes, and then all of a sudden we had to try to stem the tide, and it's tough to do once you have a team kind of get going a little bit.
It'll be Decorah ball to start the fourth quarter of play. Inbounds it comes to Alexis Hovey as Decorah shoots to our right here in the second half. Hovey on the left wing to Hoyme. Hoyme. Bounce pass towards Zidlicki. Intercepted pass. And it's taken away by Fitzgerald, and a blocking foul called in the backcourt on Maria Hoyme. Hoyme picks up her first foul, and the team is fourth, so Shelby Stahlberger with 4 fouls will come into the game. She'd been sitting out since the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. 32-30, New Hampton ball trailing by 2. Inbounds comes to Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin.
Stahlberger has to be smart here now and not get a foul.
Now to Crooks in the backcourt. Kicks it across the timeline to Gertz. Gertz to Goodwin between the circles on the right side of Crooks. Right corner to Gertz. A 3-pointer, no good. Rebound underneath. Loose ball being fought for. Tied up between Hovey and Crooks. And the alternating possession will go to New Hampton. And way too many offensive boards being given up during this stretch as well.
Well, we're not putting the body on anybody, Darren. We're just kind of standing there in the middle watching the shot go up.
Crooks inbounds, right block. Works on Zidlicki. Across the lane to Mulford. A 5-footer up and good. And Mulford has tied the game for New Hampton with her 6th point.
Well, now we got a new game. Let's see if we can play a little better here.
32-37, 10 to play. Stahlberger across the timeline to Kephart. Hand pass to Hovey to reset. Hovey on the right side of Stahlberger. Tried to get it to Hovey. It's over her head and out of bounds.
My goodness. All of a sudden our passing has gone south.
Brooks will inbound it on the far end. Tie game 32-32 with 6:59 to play. Crooks will look to get it inbound. Does so to Mulford. Mulford double team to the backcourt. Leaves it for Crooks. She is bumped into and fouled by Alexis Hovey, who picks up her 3rd. Team's 5th. 6:55 to play here in the fourth. We are 32-32.
Somebody needs to step up right now.
Decorah.
Take charge.
With about 4 minutes left in the third quarter, had an 8-point lead. Up into the front court is Mulford, and Mulford is fouled by Shelby Stahlberger, and I believe that is going to be it. Shelby will foul out with 6:51 left in this game. 4 points for her on the night.
Didn't last long, did she? And again, good idea for her, but she's got to know what the foul situation is.
Crooks inbounds to Mulford. Mulford underneath the Crooks left block, put it up, the shot no good. Rebound out of bounds, and where did it go? Kerry Griffin says, I am not sure who is going to have it, so it's going to be a jump ball, and Decorah will have it.
Probably the right call. Because it looked to me like two people had their hand on it.
But we didn't have the best angle.
We didn't have any angle, actually.
Lob pass inbounds to Linnea Kephart. Linnea Kephart inbounds to Hovey. Hovey lob pass underneath the Zidlicki. Right block, puts it up around the rim and good. Finally got one to go.
Wow.
Zidlicki with her first two of the night. 34-32 Decorah. 6:30 to play. Fitzgerald at the other end. Megan lays it up and in. Up a nice feed from Carly Fitzgerald, and we're tied at 34 once again. Kephart looking to get it inbounds, and a timeout is asked for by Decorah with 6:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a full timeout. 6:20 to left, 34-34 Decorah. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. Decorah 34 and New Hampton 34. Timeouts left. Decorah with 1, New Hampton with 3. Foul situation. Decorah has committed 6. New Hampton has committed 2. Possession arrow belonging to New Hampton. That's your game reset with 6:20 left in a 34-34 ball game.
You know, in Decorah there had just a rash of bad things happening, and that finally we got one of those layups to go in. That was kind of maybe got us going again.
Against the pressure, Hoyme will look to get it inbounds. Hoyme, lob pass towards Kephart, makes the catch at three-quarter court. Kephart will take a couple of dribbles across the timeline to the front court to our right. Kephart on the right wing to Hoyme. Hoyme to Olinger, and Olinger was fouled. A hooking foul called on Jessie Crooks, who picks up her 4th personal with 6:08 to play, as only the team's 3rd. Hoyme will look to get it inbounds, baseline right. Lob pass to Kriegel, right side. Kriegel steps up, 15-footer, got her shot blocked, and a foul is called on Megan Fitzgerald, who picks up her 4th foul with 6:05 to play.
Yep.
That's the first touch Caitlin Kriegel's had in a while after a 9-point night.
That's right. Part of the problem is that she was on the bench.
Minor details.
Although, you know, you'd think an errant pass or something might go her way over there. You never know.
Kriegel's first free throw. Good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound taken down by Jessie Crooks. Minor details, Coach B, minor details. Mikey Goodwin on the left side to Nicole Mulford. Decorah playing the 2-3. Mulford retreats to the midcourt area. Out of Goodwin underneath the Megan Fitzgerald. Right block, puts it up and in. New Hampton has their first lead since the first quarter.
She's had that same move about 8 times. They got to figure it out one of these times, you'd think.
36-35. 13 points on the night for Megan Fitzgerald. Bovey up into the front court. Had it stripped. Got it back. Tied up. Alternating possession will go to New Hampton.
And earlier in the game, Alexis went in there like that and finished. She went up for the shot, got fouled or made it. That time she just chickened out.
5:30 left in the ball game. 36-35 New Hampton. They have the ball. They shoot to our left. Mulford with the basketball, midcourt area, veering over to the right wing. Mulford back between the circles to Goodwin. Goodwin with the behind-the-back dribble against the Decorah zone, veering over to the right wing. Still on the dribble, guarded by Hoyme. Bounce pass right corner to Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald double-teamed, and a reach-in foul is called on Linnea Kephart. Kephart with her first and the team's 7th. So with 5:05 to play, New Hampton going to shoot free throws for the rest of the night. Carly Fitzgerald has 2 points, hasn't been to the line. She's 50% free throw shooter.
Well, either make or break by this.
First free throw is up, around the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Caitlin Kriegel. Her pass, though, intercepted by Fitzgerald. Pass underneath towards Crooks and Olinger, and the ball will go out of bounds. I don't know who it's going to be. Olinger was a little slow in getting up, and New Hampton will keep possession.
Again, we need an outlet there. Nobody yelled outlet. We just kind of got lazy with the ball, and we threw it right to the other team.
Crooks will look to get it in bounds. Crooks towards Megan Fitzgerald. Left block, puts it up and in, and a foul is called. Megan Fitzgerald with 10 points here in the second half and 15 on the night. A foul on Tess Olinger will be her 2nd and the team's 8th.
She's absolutely keeping New Hampton on the floor right now.
Fitzgerald only averaging 4.7 points a game coming in. First and only of the three-point attempt up and good. So it's 39-35 with 4:59 to play. New Hampton up 4. Kephart at three-quarter court, leaves it for Hoyme, dribbles across the timeline. Hoyme over on the left side, dribbles in the lane, now stops, put it up off the glass, no good. Fitzgerald had the rebound, had it knocked out of her hands, but a foul is called on Alexis Hovey on the way out. She picks up her fourth with 4:45 to play. That is the 9th on the team, so still 1-1 for New Hampton right now.
And again, that's about the third time down the floor where one girl has dribbled all the way down and gotten herself in a situation where she couldn't finish. We got to go back to what's gotten us to this point in the game, Darren, and that is passing the ball around.
Free throw by Fitzgerald is no good. Rebound to Olinger. Olinger gets taken down. Loose ball. It ends up in New Hampton's hands. And Crooks will lay it up and in. And New Hampton takes a 41-35 lead. 4:30 to play. Kephart up into the front court. Kephart back to Hovey to reset. Alexis Hovey on the right side to Maria Hoyme. Hoyme on the right wing. Top of the key to Kriegel. Kriegel steps up to the free throw line, kicks it now to Kephart, left side to Hovey. Hovey dumps it underneath the left block to Kriegel, and Kriegel got fouled. New Hampton will pick up their 5th personal foul of the second half, and that is Megan Fitzgerald's 5th personal foul.
That's huge right now because she was the one that was keeping them in the game.
She'll foul out with 4:10 left, and 16 points on the night for her.
Right now, Decorah needs a spark. Somebody's got to step up here, Darren.
New Hampton has scored 21 points in the second half. 11 were by Fitzgerald. 4:10 to play here in the third quarter. 41-35 the score. Lob pass over the head of Zidlicki, and it's intercepted by Mikey Goodwin. Driving all the way down. She'll put it up off the glass. No good. And the ball will go out of bounds untouched. New Hampton will get to keep it. I think they will give it to New Hampton. There is no way that ball was touched at all. There was no way that ball was touched. I think the baseline official thought there should have been a foul. There wasn't one called, and that's why he's keeping it with New Hampton. If they're going to rule no foul, that has to be Decorah basketball.
Yeah. Ball wasn't touched by Decorah.
That's either a foul or Decorah's basketball. And, yep, Randy Morris, the outside official, will talk to Mike Kelvig, and it will be Decorah basketball. That's a good job of teamwork by the officials.
Well, it had to be. I mean, she threw up a wild, I don't know what you call that.
Frankly, I thought it was a foul on Decorah, to be honest with you.
And I think everybody else did, too.
So Hoyme will inbound against the pressure. 41-35 New Hampton with 4:03 to play. Inbounds intercepted by Nicole Mulford. Right side to Allie Gertz. Gertz to Mulford, left side to Goodwin. And a timeout is going to be asked for by Scott Hoagland with 3:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's 41-35 New Hampton. Let's take a timeout. Well, time to reset it once again as we're working late night at Decorah High School tonight. 41-35, New Hampton leads it. Timeouts left, Decorah with 1, New Hampton with 2. New Hampton 9 foul, or Decorah has committed 9 fouls. New Hampton has committed 5. Possession arrow belonging to Decorah. That is how we reset it. 3:56 left, Coach B. 41-35 New Hampton.
Well, again, Decorah's just kind of gotten away from what got them there. They were in a position to kind of put the game away a little bit, and we just kind of went into a funk. And give credit to New Hampton for coming back a little bit, but my goodness, we've kind of let them do that.
In front of the New Hampton bench, Crooks will look to get inbounds, does so to Goodwin. Goodwin on a bounce right side to Mulford. Mulford kicks it to Crooks, driving in the lane, put up the shot, no good, offensive foul. Great call by Randy Morris that time. Sandra Zidlicki didn't move.
She didn't.
And that is Crooks' 5th personal foul.
She didn't move after the. She did not move after the collision either, I might add.
.346 to play here in the fourth quarter. So 2 players have fouled out for New Hampton. Shelby Stahlberger fouled out for Decorah with 6:51 to play. 41-35. Hobie looking to get it in bounds. Does so to Hoyme at three-quarter court, and she'll dribble it across the timeline to our right. Now to Kephart on the right wing, back between the circles to Hoyme. Ball knocked away, loose ball in front of us. There we have it, another tied ball. And Decorah will have possession right in front of us.
My goodness gracious, why are we doing? Go to the basket. They have nobody left inside, Darren. Get the ball inside.
Hobie will look to get it in bounds, does so to Craigle, and Craigle got shoved down by Allie Gertz, who will pick up her second personal foul. That's the team 7. So free throws coming with 3:32 left in this one. So Craigle, who has 10 points, the co-leading scorer with Alexis Hobie, will go to the free throw line. She's 2 for 4 from the line.
Right now, New Hampton has got guards playing the big people inside.
Free throw no good. Rebound pulled down by Nicole Mulford. Mulford up into the front court. Three-pointer up right side, good. Mulford now with 9. 44-35 the score. Inbounds it comes. Taken away by Nicole Mulford. Layup no good. Rebound to Caitlin Craigle. Another tie-up between Craigle and Gertz. Alternating possession will go to New Hampton.
This full court press that they've got on us is really bothering our inbound. We have 2 girls standing down at the far end of the basketball court, not even in the play. Come down and help get the ball in bounds.
Hoyme out and Olinger in for Decorah with 3:14 to play. A 9-point lead for New Hampton. New Hampton in the course of a 20-3 run. Inbounds it comes to Gertz. Gertz back between the circles to Mikey Goodwin. Goodwin on the right side to Nicole Mulford. Mulford retreats to the right of the key area. Three-pointer is up. A brick. Rebound taken down by Olinger. Thank you there. Rebound now to Hobie. Ahead to Kephart. Kephart gliding into the right block. Puts it up. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Decorah will keep it with 2:53 to play. Trailing by 9. Olinger will trigger baseline left. Lob pass over the head of Zidlicki, taken away by Goodwin. Drives all the way down, puts it up and in. Goodwin with 9. And a full timeout asked for by New Hampton. 2:48 left. The run continues 22-3. And New Hampton leads by 11, 46-35.
Talk about things going south. Things went south here for Decorah. I mean, I think they got on the same plane that the Luther students got on to go to the Bahamas. They left their game behind. I tell you, and again, it's not so much that New Hampton has played that much better. It's that we just haven't executed at all. We just completely got away from our game plan, and it began with a shrewd coaching move by Coach Hoagland by putting on this full court press. We just cannot handle it. And again, part of that could be that Taylor Shearing, who is kind of our go-to person on a break of a zone type of full court.
Her absence obviously doesn't help, but as we talked about before, it's a, you know what, sometimes you're going to be without people. You sometimes have people in foul trouble. You sometimes have people fouled out like both teams do right now. Got to play with the kids you got here, and unfortunately, just haven't been able, as you put it well, to execute it down the stretch. As Hobie looks to get in bounds, does so towards Olinger on the right side of Caitlin Craigle. Craigle back between the circles to Alexis Hobie. Decorah trailing by 11 with 2:30 to play. Lob pass to Zidlicki, right block, put it up and in, but the foul is going to be called on the floor, correctly so. And the foul will go against Carly Fitzgerald. Her second, team's 8th. Sandra to the line to shoot 2. She has 2 points, hasn't been to the line. She's a 50% free throw shooter. Free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton. It was Catherine Hemsouth who got it. Decorah has struggled from the line, just 2 of 6 here in the second half after 9 of 12 in the first half.
Got a foul here now. We don't have any time to let them run any clock here. We just got a foul.
Over on the right side with it is New Hampton.
Got a foul, guys.
Fitzgerald on the right wing. Fitzgerald had it knocked away. A foul is called.
I don't know if she meant to do that, but it's a good play.
3 minutes remaining. 2:11 remaining. Third foul on Tess. Boy, that was smooth on my part.
What was that? Could you repeat that for us?
No. Not even if I tried. Carly Fitzgerald's first free throw up around the rim and good.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is too bad. This is one of those games you look back at and say, how did this game get away from us? If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Second free throw up and good for Carly Fitzgerald. She's got 4. It's 48-35 with 2:11 to play. Hovey looking to get it in, bounce through it wide of the mark and out of bounds against Striegel, and that will be turnover number 26 on Decorah. I believe 14 of them have come here in the fourth quarter.
On the inbound play.
Mulford looking to get it inbounds. Does so to Carly Fitzgerald. Lob pass underneath, intercepted by Sandra Zidlicki for Decorah. Out of Tess Olinger. Dribbles across the timeline. Is Alexis Hovey right now. On the right side to Linnea Kephart. Kephart right corner to Olinger. Lob pass underneath to Zidlicki. Puts it up and in. Sandra with 4 on the night. 48-37 with 1:50 to play.
Foul.
Across the timeline.
Foul. Foul.
Oh, Mulford.
Foul.
That's the basketball on the right side to
Foul.
Gertz. Gertz back between the circles to Hemstadt.
Foul.
Hemstadt dribbling into the lane. Put it up. A wild shot. No good. Rebound taken down by Decorah. Kephart got it. Kephart up into the front court. On the left side to Kriegel. Kriegel driving to the left block. Top of the key to Stahlberger. Now to Hovey. Three-pointer up. It's an air ball. Rebound pulled down by New Hampton. It was Gertz that got it with 1:12 to play, and she played it off at a Decorah player. 48-37 the score. New Hampton looking to get it inbounds. Slapped out of bounds by Tess Olinger. Minute 11 to play. Each team with one timeout remaining. Maria McDonough will check in for Decorah. Perhaps a designated hacky.
Well, let's hope so.
Or a hacker. Inbounds it comes to Mulford.
Foul.
Mulford in the backcourt. Spinning across the timeline. Leaves it now to Carly Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald midcourt area. On the left side to Gertz. Gertz out of the lane to Hemstadt. Hemstadt drives to the right block, and she traveled with it, or no. Zidlicki helped her out with the travel on a push. Zidlicki will pick up her second personal foul with 52 seconds remaining. Hemstadt will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. She is 5 of 10 at the line this year. First one up, good. New Hampton 4 of 5 at the line here in the second half. And 8 for 10 for the game. Second free throw up and good. Only 5 bench points for New Hampton tonight. 50-37 the score. Hovey. Out of McDonough to Olinger underneath to Zidlicki at the right block, and she gets bumped into and fouled. 1-on-1 coming here for New Hampton as Carly Fitzgerald picks up her third personal foul.
And again, now I'm going to say here, constructive criticism, but if Zidlicki wants to get that play, she's going to have to start making free throws.
Free throw up and good.
I mean, she can't shoot 50%. She's got to expect to get fouled every single time they throw the ball into her. Yep. She's got to be shooting 80% plus.
And the second free throw is up. It is no good. Rebound taken in the lane by Olinger. She dribbles it off her foot. It's being fought for along the baseline. It ends up in a tie-up, and Decorah will have possession with 35.3 to play.
No reason to dribble there. Just go up and slam it.
What'd you have on the over-under on jump balls tonight? I took the over.
Yeah, you always take the over in jump balls and girls basketball.
Driving the baseline, Kephart a 5-footer up and good. 50-40. Kephart with her first 2. Driving up the right side goes Hemstadt. Hemstadt's pass deflected out of bounds by Kephart. 20.1 seconds to play, a 10-point lead for New Hampton. Mulford looking to get it inbounds. And a timeout asked for by Coach Hoagland. He will take his final timeout with 19.2 to play.
Might as well make this night a little bit longer, Darren.
Well, we go off, the transmitter shuts off in 14 minutes, so we'll see if we can't withstand that. But nonetheless, Decorah led by 8 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And since that time, it was a 26-8 run for Decorah.
Well,
or for New Hampton.
If my stats are right here, I had Decorah shooting 54% at halftime on 7 of 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so that means that right now we've made 14 field goals, so we haven't exactly lit up the basket, shall we say.
Looking to get it in bounds is New Hampton. Mulford has it in the backcourt. Mulford, the behind-the-back dribble around the screen right side. Mulford retreating against Kephart, and a hand check foul is going to be called with 8.6 seconds to play. And Kephart picks up her second, so a couple of free throws coming for Nicole Mulford, trying to become the second player in double figures for New Hampton. 8.6 left. It's 50-40. And the free throw is up and no good. Boys lost tonight over at New Hampton 59-44 in a game that might have ended yesterday. I take that back. There was no school yesterday. Second free throw up and good. 51-47 seconds left. Colby with the basketball. Back to McDonough. On the right side to Olinger. Lob pass underneath to Zidlicki, and the horn will sound, and the game is over. And New Hampton outscores Decorah 21-8 in the fourth quarter and defeats the Vikings tonight by a 51-40 margin. Scoring on the night for New Hampton, they were led by Megan Fitzgerald with 16 points, 10 points for Nicole Mulford. Mikey Goodwin with 9, 7 points for Jesse Crooks, 4 points for Carly Fitzgerald, 3 points for Allie Gertz, and 2 points for Catherine Hemsack. For Decorah, they were led by Alexis Hovey and Caitlin Kriegel with 10 points apiece. Maria Hoyme with 7, 5 points for Sandra Zidlicki, 4 points for Shelby Stolberger, 2 points for Tess Olinger, and 2 points for Linnea Kephart. Taking a look at the free throw shooting tonight. Decorah was 12 of 21, and New Hampton was 10 for 13 here on the night. Your stats, Coach B.
Interesting here tonight, Darren. Decorah did shoot very well for the field. They shot really close to 50% for the game on 14 of 29. And on the other hand, New Hampton only shot 36% on 18 of 50. The difference being that turnovers here, Decorah ended up committing 26 turnovers. If you recall, they had 11 at half, so they had a very unstable second half, and I think a lot of those were at throw-in plays underneath our basket there, trying to get the pass in bounds. And on the other hand, New Hampton only had 15 turnovers, Darren. Rebounding-wise, Decorah did a nice job. They had 26 rebounds. New Hampton had 18. I will say, though, that number's a bit misleading in that New Hampton, of those 18, I didn't keep track, but there had to have been at least a good half of those, maybe even more, were offensive rebounds, yep. And they were led directly to put-back situations where ultimately they scored, especially in that end of the fourth quarter. Very discouraging in the way that Decorah kind of lost their focus, and again, you have to credit New Hampton for a lot of that, because they just played a really good, solid ball game from that point out. But in the same token, Decorah started to do a couple things that they had not done earlier in the game, and again, I was pleased with a lot of things that I saw tonight. Certainly, they played with a great deal of confidence and what do I want to say? Just moxie in the first part of the game up till about the middle of the third quarter. And then they just kind of lost their guidance.
Yeah, pretty much 20 minutes of this game, Decorah played excellent basketball. That last quarter and a half, that's something that they need to grow. And we talk about the confidence issue. I think definitely you saw more confidence out of this team when you look at the big picture in this game tonight, Larry. But part of the growth of where you're at right now, the next step in developing confidence is when you have that 8-point lead in the third quarter. You got to learn to stick that dagger in and twist it a little bit, especially when you're facing adversity like you were tonight, playing a person down with Taylor Skuring. And sometimes you got to go through stuff like this to learn to have the ability to do that down the road, and hopefully that's exactly what you learned from tonight, because as we mentioned, a lot of good things to build off in the first 20 minutes of this game, but again, you have another opportunity to get better on Friday night.
That's right, and again, they have to look at the beginning of the game and say, hey, what were we doing well there? And there were several things, and maybe one thing that they have to learn is that when you're being pressured out of bounds, you got to change it up a little bit. Find a different thing, because they were really overplaying our pass. Maybe do a backdoor play on that, or start a little bit close to the timeline and break toward the or toward the end line. Something a little bit different. And we tried many times to get the ball inside, and we had trouble doing that consistently. But then, more importantly, we were not consistent at all in getting the ball in the hoop once we did get it inside, Darren. And those are big plays. You got to get that ball, either get a foul or get that ball into the hoop in that situation. We eventually did foul out the big people for New Hampton, but it was a little bit too late for us to retrieve a victory here tonight.
Final thoughts, Coach B?
Well, the final thoughts are that it was a good game. It was fun to watch up until about the last 6 minutes or so there. That got a little bit old then, but other than that, it was a good ball game, and certainly Decorah can learn from this and understand that they can play with a player or two off their team, not at the game, but they have to carry through the whole game.
All right, Larry, nice job by you. I know it's bedtime here in about 6 minutes for you, so we better get you home, and look forward to working with you Friday night over in Cresco.
Hey, thank you, Darren, and the same with you.